Hare Krishna. So we are at the last shloka of chapter number 11. And this shloka is a very, very important shloka which gives the entire essence of Bhagavad Gita. So let's see this very important shloka today. Shloka number 55. Mat karma krin mat paramo mad bhaktaha sangavarjitaha nirvairaha sarva bhuteshu yaha samam iti pandava. So here Krishna is saying, O Pandava, O Arjuna, mat karma krit mat paramo, the one who works for me and the one who makes me, mat paramo, one who makes me the supreme goal of life. Mad bhaktaha, one who is engaged in my pure devotional service. Sangha varjitaha, one who is free from the contaminations of what? The two types of contamination, fruitive work and mental speculation. Nirvairaha sarva bhuteshu, one who is friendly to every living being. Here Krishna says, Yaha samam iti pandava, he certainly comes to me. Now all of us, we know the goal of life. The goal of life is to attain Krishna, to go back home, back to Godhead. There is no other goal apart from this. This is the only goal. And here Krishna is telling how that goal can be attained. And very nicely he has put different activities where he is saying, by doing all these things, one can attain me. One can surely come back to me. Here Prabhupada writes, this verse is considered to be the essence of Bhagavad Gita. So we can imagine. It's a very, very important verse because Krishna is talking something very specific of going back home, back to Godhead, to Goloka Vrindavan. So this Bhagavad Gita is a very, very important literature, important scripture for all of us who are conditioned to the cycle of birth, death, disease and old age. So there are different gems which Krishna is giving in this Bhagavad Gita, which solves our current problem that we are going through and which solves our eternal problem of Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, the cycle of birth, death, disease and old age forever. So Bhagavad Gita is a very, very important scripture which each and every person in this entire world should read and apply the same in our day-to-day life. So here Krishna is talking about a very important point. Here he is saying that mat karma krit, one should work for me. So that is called as Krishna karma. Now this Krishna karma is a very, very important concept. So let's try to spend some time to understand this so that we can implement in our day-to-day life. Now what is Krishna karma? Krishna karma is we do every single activity in our life in connection to Krishna. We don't do anything that is not connected to Krishna or that is devoid of Krishna consciousness. Like for example, let's try to see the example given by Srila Prabhupada. So there are many businessmen all around the world and they'll be earning so much in lakhs and millions of dollars. So normally what people do, the great business giants, okay, they'll get all the profit and then they'll use it for their own sense gratification. They'll build huge residential place for themselves. Now this is called as karma done for one's own self and for which we will get reactions. But now what is Krishna karma? How can we convert this into Krishna karma? Now who has given a person the intelligence to do business? Krishna has given. All the raw materials to do business, Krishna has given. And all the workers who are working, what about their strength? Krishna has given. So whom does the profit belong to? Krishna. So whom should the profit go to? Krishna. Then how can this particular activity that a person has done, how can that become Krishna karma? If he uses that profit to build not his own residential place, to build Krishna's residential place, to build a temple for Lord Sri Krishna, then we can say that yes, now it has become Krishna karma. Now a person might say, see, we are not business giants, we are hardly earning anything. So here, Prabhupada says, if you cannot construct a temple, no problem. Go to a temple and cleanse the temple. We are so used to cleansing our house, cleaning the house and all that. Why not we go to a temple and clean the entire place? And even in our own homes, we can have a nice altar, a nice temple. And every single day we can offer very first class worship. with very nice fragrant flowers and the best standard of incense and the best of the best items of foodstuffs we can offer to the Lord and keep cleansing the temple. So in this way, our tendency of cleansing is there, our tendency of building is there, all that can be utilized in service of Krishna, and that is called as Krishna karma. And now, the person might say that, see, I don't have that much of time and I'm poor also. Okay, theek. In some part of the land, you can grow some flowers for Krishna. Grow tulsi leaves for Krishna. And Krishna is saying, Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Tell me who cannot offer a flower, who cannot offer a leaf, tulsi leaf, especially when it comes to a country like India. Now, tulsi is there everywhere and she grows everywhere for the benefit of everyone. So one tulsi leaf, anyone can offer. One flower, anyone can offer. One fruit, anyone can offer. Suppose a person says, no, all that is very difficult for me. Water is there. Anyone can offer water. There are so many rivers. There are so many groundwaters, which are tapped. So we can just fill a glass of water and offer it to Krishna with a tulsi leaf. So in this way, everything is available. The only thing is we have to direct that, dovetail that towards Krishna, and that becomes Krishna karma. And Krishna karma is working for Krishna, making Krishna the supreme goal. So in this way, a person gets closer to Krishna. And that's what he's saying at the end, that he certainly comes back to me. So the person will be able to attain Krishna very easily. And here, Prabhupada continues and then he makes a statement that about mat paraha. So mat karma krit we saw. Now he's talking about mat paraha. The word mat paraha refers to one who considers the association of Krishna in his supreme abode to be the highest perfection of life. He is only attracted to being transferred to the spiritual sky. He does not wish to go to heaven, any heavenly planet. Now one thing we have to understand, Krishna has told this, A Brahma Bhuvanaloka Punar Avritana Arjuna. Even if we go to the topmost planet in this material world, that is Brahma Loka, still a person has to come down again to this earthly planet. So this one thing has to be very, very clear, that there is no use of going to any heavenly planet, any place in this world, because every place is temporary. So we have to be very intelligent and make only one goal, mat paraha. Only goal is to attain Krishna, go back home, back to Godhead, to Goloka Vrindavan. That is a permanent place. And that should be the goal of life. There is no other goal apart from this. And a devotee who fixes that as the goal, Krishna is very pleased. And when Krishna is pleased, what happens? He says in the last line, he certainly comes to me. Everything that Krishna is speaking here, if we just follow, we will go back home, back to Godhead. Next thing that is spoken here is Mad Bhaktaha. Now Mad Bhakta is very important to understand. Who is a Bhakta? Not the one who just dresses like a devotee. Tilak, kanthi and dhoti, kurta, sari or whatever. He has to be rendering some service to Krishna. So there are 9 different limbs of devotional service. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoha, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Matma Nivedanam. So Prahlad Maharaj in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is giving these 9 limbs, elaborating these 9 limbs of devotional service for all of us. So when we engage ourselves in hearing about Krishna, about chanting His holy names, about worshipping Him and serving Him as a servant, as a friend, as surrendering completely onto His lotus feet, then we can say that yes, we are devotee of Krishna. So it's a very important point to note that one can engage in all 9 devotional processes, or 8 or 7 or at least 1, and that will surely make one perfect. Suppose we say that no, all 9 is very difficult. Okay, no problem, at least one. By hearing, just by hearing, Parikshit Maharaj attained Krishna. And Shukadeva Goswami, just by speaking, he attained Krishna. So in this way, we see that even by practicing one Anga very properly, we go back home, back to Godhead. And in the age of Kali Yuga, what are we expected? Just do Shravanam Kirtanam. By chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So what are we doing here? We are chanting Kirtanam and we are hearing the same Shravanam. So this will make our life perfect. And then, Sangha Varjitaha. So this is another important point to note. We have to be freed from the contamination of fruitive work and mental speculation. So the ones who are doing these fruitive activities and mental speculation, we should keep a safe distance from them. Because we are already contaminated, and by their association, we will get more engrossed in it and get more contaminated. So that is Sangha Varjitaha. So we have to be away from such personalities. So it's a very important point that is made here from Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadya anavritam anukulyena krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttamam. So what is real bhakti? The real bhakti or uttama bhakti or topmost devotional service is anyabhilashita shunyam. We don't have any other desire. Jnana karmadya anavritam. It's free from fruitive activities and mental speculation. And how is the activity there in uttama bhakti of a pure devotee? His activities are favorable. Krishna anushilanam. His activities are favorable to Krishna. Like see, even Kans Maharaj, he was remembering Krishna 24/7. Wherever you would see, you would find Krishna. It's almost like Sthavara Jangama dekhe na dekhe Tara Murti. Anywhere he sees, animate or inanimate, even in water and food and whatever was there, he would see only Krishna's face and Krishna everywhere. Now what we will talk about Kans? Will we say that he was fully Krishna conscious? Maybe yes, but then not in the favorable mood. He was thinking about killing Krishna. So we as devotees, when Krishna is saying Mad Bhaktaha, he is talking about the devotees rendering service favorably. So we have to render service favorably as a servant of Krishna and not as an enemy of Krishna. And then the fifth point, so we saw Mat Karma Krit, Mat Parama, and then Mat Bhaktaha, Sangha Vivarjita. Now Nirvairaha Sarva Bhuteshu. A devotee of Krishna is friendly to everyone. Therefore it is said here that he has no enemy. How is this? A devotee situated in Krishna consciousness knows that only devotional service to Krishna can relieve a person from all the problems of life. He has personal experience of this and therefore he wants to introduce the system, Krishna consciousness, into human society. So we see that when we imbibe this devotional service mode, when we start practicing, we will see transformation in ourselves. And when we see that this is benefiting, what we will do? We'll go and tell people, oh, this is benefiting. You can also implement, you can also see, you can also apply and see the transformation. So when we do this, when we distribute this knowledge to everyone, automatically everyone becomes our friend and we become friend of all. We become well-wisher of everyone. So when we experience, we can share our experience. But if we don't experience, what we will share? So when we are practicing bhakti every single day, we should practice very properly so that we'll get Krishna Anubhuti, we'll get experience of Krishna. And when we experience Krishna, we can give that experience to everyone who comes in touch with us. And when they also experience the same, they will also give it to others. And like that, this is a chain reaction that happens. And guess what? We were the root instrument used by Krishna, and then it goes on and on and on. So in this way, Krishna is saying, by doing these activities, O Arjun, surely the person will come back to me. So at the end of 11th chapter, Krishna has given the sutra, Krishna has given the way to go back home, back to Godhead, just by telling us these 5 words. Mat karma krit, mat paramaha, mat bhaktaha, sangha varjitaha, nirvairaha sarva bhuteshu. So we are just supposed to meditate on this and see if we are practicing these 5 elements or not. And we have to see if we are not, then we have to implement that in our day-to-day life. And surely Krishna is saying that he certainly comes to me. We will surely go back home, back to Godhead. So by this last verse, we complete the entire 11th chapter, which is titled as Universal Form. Now let's see all the verses together. The summary of the entire chapter in the next video. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna